Mark reviews places from the place that we've been staying while we're here in Garden City, Utah. This is the Bear Lake / Marina KOA. So this is a KOA campground franchise owned by a little old lady over here who's serving unlimited pancakes to anyone who wants them. Primary thing you need to know is that KOAs are billed as like a family campground. They invite kids to come. So over here you can see these kids bouncing on like this big inflatable pillow thing. It's almost like a bounce house. There's a giant chessboard right here. There's a pool back behind me. And you know, they have everything else that you can really think of. They have shuffleboard and pickleball and ping pong in their rec room, and there's horseshoes going on over here. So KOAs by and large really tightly packed, and probably the biggest downside if you're an adult that just wants to get a good night's sleep is there are a lot of people around you making a lot of noise. You know, they cater to pretty much any audience that you can think of. So there are a bunch of RVs and trailers over here. You know, this side has some fancier, more expensive cabin spots that you can reserve. They do have kind of this office, and there's a little store over here. So you can buy anything that you might have forgotten, especially like ice, firewood, things like that. They also have little pavilions. They call them camper kitchens. Camper with a K for KOA. There's one right there. And it's Christmas in July right here. So they do have some events. Santa was giving kids hay rides last night. And today was all you can eat breakfast. You know, pancakes, water and juice. Served by Mrs. Claus. Right? So you kind of get the vibe that it's a great place for kids, people with large families. There's several family reunions around, things like that. Some of these spots have little like treehouse things inside their tent site. They do have some glamping spots as well, if you're into that or you've wanted to try that. Electricity in the tent. In this area over here, so I'm walking through the whole place. This is the main shower house, bath house. I think the biggest challenge of this particular KOA, and I've been to several in my life, is that there aren't many bathroom spots. So you have to like count on waiting for a little bit when you go to the bathroom. And they're limited in what they can do because they have to close them to clean them periodically, which I'm grateful for. But for a campground that's this large, there's only one bathroom house thing, and then there's another set of bathrooms down by the office, but even that one's pretty busy. So again, over this way, some more tent spots. This direction, more tent spots, and that's where we are. This line of fencing is for the cars that belong to these tents. Beyond that, some overflow parking, and beyond that is the pickleball, shuffleboard, etc. So kind of some games and things. Dogs are welcome in this campground, and they have a little dog run, dog park here. So, you know, that's a pretty all-inclusive tour of this particular KOA campground. If you are a family, particularly a family with young kids, there's a big slide thing over there, a playground, etc. There's plenty to do. This is the kind of place that you could come with a young family and just stay. You know, the campground itself becomes a destination at that point. So if that's something that interests you, this is probably a good fit. It is a little bit tight, so I'm standing on one edge of my campground, of my camping spot. This is my tent, and this is this line of bushes right here divides us from the site right behind us. So cramped quarters at night. If you have a couple crying babies of your own, you may feel a little bit awkward, or feel bad for the people around you. If you just happen to be camping next to someone who has screaming babies and you don't, then you may find yourself resenting people for something that's beyond their control. So just be aware of that. Cramped quarters, but for like $40 a night, it's a decent place to come camping. Again, it's more about the experience and the place that you're visiting than actual camping. If you want peace and solitude, you're not getting that here. So look elsewhere. Okay, that'll do it for this Bear Lake KOA, Marina side. See? Marina side KOA. I give these little armbands. And subscribe to this channel. And let me know what you think in the comments below. Do you like KOA campgrounds or like large group camping areas like this? Or do you prefer the peace and solitude of like a mountain lake somewhere? Okay, and check out the other videos I've made on this channel. Thanks.